Hello, thank you, and welcome back to the African Village Shenanigans, where we discuss things that are happening online, we discuss things that are already in the public domain, and we give our reactions or our suggestions and opinions. Our opinion doesn't have to be right, depends with how you look at it. Thank you, and welcome to this discussion today. So today we are going to be discussing this an issue that is going online, that is really circulating almost everywhere, where fans are asking whether Claris should consider suing her former employer now that her videos are still in the former employer's channel, that is the African Village Live, where you find her images are still there, her kids are still there, her family is still there, and maybe the former employer could be benefiting by earning money through those videos. Through the videos they could be earning money. And now these are big questions, these are big debate among Claris's fans, because they are wondering whether the former employer should continue earning money off Claris's face, who was the main face of the channel. That is what we are going to discuss today. I'm not a lawyer, so any information that I'm going to give here is just my own personal opinion, and maybe through some researches here and there. So it's not legal opinion. It cannot be used in court or anywhere. It is just a personal opinion of how I look at the situation. As we can see, as all of us can see, Clary's digital footprints are spread all over the African Village channel. So if they were to go to court, maybe the judge would want to know the kind of relationship that these two are having, that is African Village Life and Claris, for her to appear in the videos. The judge may want to know if at all it was kind of an employment situation, and whether Claris was receiving any payment, whether in cash or in kind, for it to be considered employment. According to the Kenyan law, the labor laws, according to the labor laws of Kenya, there are two types of employment contracts that exist. There is the permanent, and there is also the casual or the temporary kind of contract. So the judge may want to know if there existed any contract, whether written or verbal, for it to be considered a valid contract. And for the verbal contracts are only recognized if they exist only for 3 months. Beyond 3 months, the contract should be written. That is according to the Kenyan law. And as we can see, Claris has featured in the videos for the African Village Live for over like 2 years now, for many months. So it's beyond the 3 months period. And I'm sure the judge would want to know why, if at all Claris was working for the African Village lifestyle where there was no contract. And now this becomes very interesting, because the burden now will go to the employer. The burden will now go to the employer, and it will be the employers who will be held liable for having an employee working for them for 2 years without any written contract. In this case, the winner is going to be Claris. It doesn't matter what the employer will say, as long as there was no contract beyond the 3 months. Everything became like null and void, and Claris is entitled to compensation according to the law. So it is something very serious, and if Claris was to go the legal way, she's at a more advantaged position to get justice. There's a team that traveled down there, and they were discussing on the issue of Claris seeking justice through the Kenyan courts. And for her to seek justice, she'll need a lawyer who can review the information that she may be having, and she needs some legal guidance on how to go about it. Of course, there were some people who are saying that Claris should not seek legal redress because maybe she benefited from the whole relationship between her and the African Village Life channel, yeah, and that maybe they are saying she's ungrateful and all that, yeah. But the law does not operate like that. If Clarice feels that her rights were violated in any way, she can seek redress in court, yeah. So there's nothing like saying that she should not consider that route, yeah. And there's some people who feel like it might drag on for some time, and it's going to disrupt her from what she's currently doing. And for those who know the civil cases, she doesn't have to even go to court, yeah. As long as she has a lawyer, maybe she'll go maybe during the first days for the mention and all that, but as long as she has a lawyer, she will not be required to be appearing in the court. Maybe the lawyer may be presenting her, and the Kenyan system is digital, and she can be logging in through the judicial website so that she can be following her cases. Whenever there's some mention, or whenever there's something that she needs to do, she can be doing it online without really having to travel to the courts, yeah? Because it's not a criminal case now, this is a civil case, yeah. So she can get justice, yeah. It doesn't mean that because she's just living there in the village and she has little education, she doesn't need justice. She requires to get some legal representation so that if there is anything that she feels that it is not being right. So you can imagine Clarice is there, she'll be just sitting down there, and her videos are appearing in the African Village channel. She can go there and she can see the children, and she's very well aware that there's somebody who is being paid money and enjoying the money of her family, her kids. Her kids are still there in the videos. Her husband is still there in the videos, yeah. So, and she's no longer there. Yeah, it's a serious case. I don't think it's something that is so small, and it might. It's not something that just can be wished away. Yeah, it's not something that can just be forgotten. Yeah, she's somebody who has. She's a human being. She has rights. She has feelings, and if she feels that things should not go on that way, she can get justice from the court system, no matter how long it will take. Yeah, she can get justice. Yeah, so that is my part of my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer, and I got this information just also by researching. Yeah, I've also been in employment for quite a while, and I know that whenever I enter into an employment, I normally sign contracts. The contracts are usually very strict because they have information that is important, that is required for it to be valid. Yeah, and there's some type of jobs that maybe may not require contracts, and some of these things are serious. Yeah, there's some things that people normally ignore. They think that because you are paying somebody something very little, he doesn't have to sign a contract. But contracts are very important, and they are enforceable in law. And if the employer, if the lady says that this was my employee and I dismissed her, or I sacked her, or I fired her because of this and this and this, and there's a conversation that was recorded online where she was heard reporting that this was my employee and I fired her. Yeah, so she acknowledged that this was her employee. And if she was an employee, was there a contract? There was no contract. I heard Clary saying that there was no contract. Yeah, there was no contract that was signed, and that mere fact that she had somebody working for her for 2 years without a contract, yeah, and that is going to be big trouble on the part of the African Village Life Yeah, it's going to be big trouble. I can assure them it's going to be big trouble if they were having somebody working for them without any contract. And when they go to court, the burden will fall on them. The judge is going to look at the employee as the innocent one. Now, the guilty one will be the employer, and they'll be forced to pay this person a lot of money, a lot of money. So that was just something that came up. I saw there was a lot of discussions online. There are comments everywhere. There are also other videos that are doing these things. There are some calls that are, you can see some call recordings everywhere. Yeah, so I thought that it was important that I also address it, because I do follow Claris, and I do wish her the best, and I support her in everything that she's doing. I support her journey. I support the fact that she decided to be independent so she can manage herself, manage her finances, manage her family, manage everything about her life without being told do this, and do that. Yeah, and it's not just for today, it's about the future of herself and her young family. Yeah, because right now she's gone into business and she's going to make it so big, and that's why I'm here to discuss this issue today, because I want nothing but the best for Claris and her family. If you haven't subscribed to Claris's channel, that's a new channel that she formed there. You can visit the page that is the Claris African Life, and subscribe, and also watch the video. She's having some very good videos. Yeah, she's getting over 100,000 views for videos. That is too amazing. The growth is just phenomenal. I mean, it hasn't been seen in recent past that somebody can just start a YouTube channel and it blows up within the first day. Yeah, this girl is a star. This girl is going far. This girl has potential, and we can see, even if she has no education, it's because maybe she did not get the opportunity. But we know that it's never too late to even go to school and to take some course, video production and all that. It is never too late. Yeah, so we're going to wish Claris all the best. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and don't forget to share the video. Thank you.